So grateful that you are all here this morning or today, lunchtime, taking time away to be on your mat. This is a restorative practice, but in the midst of practicing restorative yoga, we are also going to focus on spinal mobility. And all that means you actually do that spinal mobility often in class, but it's just going to take us away from restorative poses. Right now, this pose that you've set yourself up to hold for the next about 5 minutes is a pose that should allow for more opening through the front body. In restorative yoga, we use props to fully support the body and to allow for gentle release. So if you are finding here that it does not feel gentle in any way, we can grab more props or do other options for opening through the front body. So please, if you have to move a little bit to make sure that you are still remaining in a very supported way, please, by all means, move the way you need to move. If you have found this place, this perfect pose to open up through the front body, then allow yourself to completely relax. Smooth out the brow. Relax the jaw. Soften the eyes. Bring your focus to your breath. Allow the breath to flow all the way down on the inhale, up and out on the exhale. We stay here a couple more minutes. And now gently reawaken your limbs. Maybe you do just some finger movement, some toe movement, maybe a little rolling through wrists and ankles. And then we slowly press up out of this. So you use your forearms or if you want to roll to your side instead to press up out, feel free to do that. You're actually going to remove anything you have on your mat, and we're going to lay back onto our backs. And we'll do a little bit for spinal mobility here. And we'll start off by drawing the right knee into the chest. So draw your right knee in, let your left leg be long, and take a deep breath in. We'll find a gentle twist here. So bringing the knee across, your right knee across the body, right hand to the outside of left hand to the outside of the right knee. And again, you're drawing the right knee across for the twist. Bring the right knee back into center and send the right leg long. Hug your left knee in. Give it a good squeeze in as you take a deep breath in and out. Let's find our twist on this side. Left knee goes across the body. Good. Bring the knee back into center. This time hug both knees in and maybe draw your nose up to your knees, really rounding out through the spine. So bringing the knees in tight. Let the head gently return to the mat. Stretch yourself long, reaching fingertips and toes in opposite directions, and find more space under the lower part of the back. So an arch through the back here, and then release so that you find just that natural curve under the lower part of the back. Your arms are still extended above the head, or you could cradle your elbows above your head. We'll walk our arms and our legs over to the right. So think of a banana shape or a parenthesis shape. The left side of your body will remain in contact with the mat. We're doing a side body stretch for the left side and actually doing a little lateral stretch for your spine. If you want a little more for the left hip, cross your left ankle over your right. All right, let's bring the arms and the legs slowly back to center and over to the left. Keep yourself open to the ceiling, maybe crossing right ankle over left. Perfect, and then come back to center. All right, we are going to come up to a seated position, so you can rock and roll up, or you could roll to your side and press up. And we'll set up for our next restorative pose, which is going to allow for more spinal mobility. All right, so you may want to prop, you've got those big bolsters. You might not need to prop yourself up, but with these little ones, you will need to. So it's going to take a little time here so that, or take some time to really set yourself up. So I am going to prop up my bolster on these blocks, and then I'm bringing my hip in, and I actually may remove this one. So we are going to find a twist. You're going to lay onto your side here. This is a deer pose in restorative yoga. We're actually going to Let the left leg come up a little bit more, the right leg, if you are on, depending on what side you're on, give yourself a little space between the legs. And it might be, it feels better to put a block between your legs. Right, so you have a couple of options here. You're laying on your side on this block or on this bolster. You could lift yourself up and twist all the way around so you're facing the opposite direction of your knees. Right, so take some time here again just to settle in and decide if adjustments are needed. Yeah, it might feel like you're not doing anything at all. That is actually the perfect restorative. If it feels like you're really not making any effort, that's what we want. We want this slow opening, slow stretch, slow release, gentle. We have about a minute and a half left here. Anytime you feel like you need to do a little adjust, feel free to do that. But if things feel perfect, just stay and relax. Feel the support underneath you. All right, very slowly, we are going to switch to the other side. So press yourself up when you're ready, no rush to get there. And once again, you're going to take time to set yourself up on this side. So scooting yourself right up in next to that bolster, and then either laying facing your knees, the knees facing the same direction, or you can lift yourself up and twist to face the opposite direction. Your knees can be stacked. You could have one leg in front of the other. Stay connected to the breath, the movement of the breath, the feel as it flows in, as it flows out. You have about 1 more minute here. Very slowly press yourself up. Removing the props from your mat. And let's do a little more specifically for spinal mobility. And then we'll start to focus in a little more on hips. So with hands underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips, I know you know very well, cow and cat are coming next. So take a deep breath in your cow pose. Let this be as slow as you possibly can to travel into your cat pose. And we'll call it a black cat this week in recognition of Halloween. On your next inhale, you travel to cow. As slow as you can, moving through these poses and feeling free to pause anywhere along the way. So just an easy transition between poses. Feel free to close your eyes and just feel. Following your next cat pose, meet me in an extended child's pose. From extended child's pose, walk your hands over to the right. Press a little extra weight into the left hip. Breathe through the left side of the body. Maybe crawl the left fingertips forward just a little bit more. Slowly walk hands over to the left. Find as much length through the right side of the body as you can. And then come back to center. We are going to find a little mini thread the needle here. If you want to make this bigger, you're welcome to. Your left arm will stay extended. Your right arm slides underneath. Slowly switch to the other side. Come back to center. All right, y'all, we're going to make our way to the wall, and you may want to bring your bolster with you, but it is all about hips from this point on, and then our final relaxation will either be legs up the wall or whatever you choose. So you can slide your mat toward the wall. We'll let that mat be perpendicular to the wall. When you're ready to scoot the legs up the wall, you might want to slide in sideways. And the legs will go up. And we'll start right off with inner thigh opening, so letting the legs go wide in a V shape, or you could bring the soles of the feet together, letting the sides of the feet be against the wall, and slide the sides of the feet down the wall. This is an affirmation that I'd like to share with you today that maybe will resonate with you, maybe not, but I let go of control and allow simplicity into my life. I let go of control and allow simplicity into my life. Sometimes even in yoga, in a restorative class, we try to control. Relax. Let your body have this time to relax. The shoulders, the neck, the muscles of the face soften. Slowly bring your legs back up so that they're right up over the hips. Your left leg will stay straight. The right ankle comes above the left knee for an upside down figure four. So right ankle above the left knee. Good, and you can choose to stay right here, or you could slide the sole of your left foot down the wall. We're holding here for about 1 more minute. Check in here with shoulders, neck. Again, allow for full relaxation. We'll slowly switch to the other side. So right leg will be long, left ankle above the right knee for this upside down figure 4 shape. Decide if you keep the right leg straight or if you slide the sole of the right foot down the wall. About 30 more seconds here. Slowly send both legs up over the hips. We'll do one more thing here for spinal mobility, and it is a twist off the wall. So you may want to push yourself away from the wall a little bit if it feels like it's just too much. Slide the soles of both feet down the wall. Let the arms go wide. Begin to walk your feet over to the left. Again, if you feel like it's just too constrictive with the feet up against the wall, you've got this leverage that you don't normally have in a twist. So if it is too much, again, push yourself away from the wall. You turn and look to your right, adding a neck stretch. Slowly walk your feet over to the right. Maybe turning to look to your left. Slowly walk your feet back to center. All right, you have options for final relaxation. You could send your legs back up the wall and stay here for the next 7 minutes. You could bring yourself off the wall and flat to your mat for a corpse pose. Maybe you set yourself up the way we started class with that open heart option. And just because you choose something now does not mean that you can't change it up in a few minutes. I let go of control and allow simplicity into my life. Let go. Bring some gentle movement back to your body. We are going to gently roll to a side and pause for just a couple of breaths so that the blood flow slowly returns to kind of a natural path. And then let's press up to a seated position. All right, we'll take one more big deep breath in together. Let's inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, stretch up tall. Exhaling, hands to heart. So maybe taking this with you today, I let go of control and allow simplicity into my life. Thanks for practicing with me. Namaste, friends.